Hi, everyone, and welcome to the podcast for Section 1, Lesson 4. Today's lesson was the purpose is fruitfulness. So, continuing that theme of fruitfulness, I want to talk about the fruit that God's produced through my life since He rescued me. I know I say a lot, but so when He pulled me out of living for myself, I think the biggest change is like before I lived for just producing stuff, creative work for just to support myself, just to enable me to live and eat and, pay rent. And I was creating things for my own ambition, my own selfish world, like everything that I was focused on career and like all of the fruit in my life was focused inward, to support myself and, my relationships that I had, in kind of a way to provide for them as well, but not in a, it was still selfish for me so I could maintain the relationship. So everything before God rescued me, when I was living for myself, my fruit was really just internal fruit, and it was really just it wasn't outward fruit. And when God rescued me and He said, now you're going to listen and obey, what He changed in me, when being filled with the Holy Spirit and starting to focus on, okay, God, what do you want me to do for my life? My focus went from everything inward to everything outward, to an eternal perspective, which is God working within me so that He can work through me, so that the Holy Spirit can produce His fruit in my life for the benefit, not of myself, of course I'm benefited by it, but for the benefit of others who can eat from that fruit. And then they themselves can be nourished and then go out and produce fruit themselves. And so God was essentially planting seeds in me that would grow and produce a harvest, so that through Jesus being in my life, so that fruit can feed others, and in that way it is more external, serving God and the fruitfulness that God produces in us when we're focused on Him and we're focused on doing His will and completing the things that God's assigned us to do. That's all external stuff. It's all pouring out what God's poured in us. Like this curriculum is one of the fruits of my life. It's God working in me, and by God working in me, He's asked me to do this, and this is a fruit that's going to nourish and feed and instruct and help other people so that they become more fruitful in their lives. God's pouring into me to pour into others so that they can be filled and pour out. It's this idea of everything working together for good for those who love and serve the Lord. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about fruitfulness. And I think the reason for the podcast, because I was thinking about this the other day, like, why is God not just having me do like a talking video? I think there's something about just specifically like being able to stop and close your eyes and listen to someone's voice speaking to you. So I pray that these podcasts blesses you as well as the videos do. So have a good day.